In today's video, I will talk about letting go. I will discuss 5 signs and 6 reasons when one should consider letting go. I'm Professor Shania Rathod, a psychiatrist in the United Kingdom. I talk about mental well-being and post-educational videos regularly on my YouTube channel. So please subscribe so you don't miss out. Letting go is complex. It's a challenging decision because it means relinquishing something we deeply value. This could involve ending a relationship with a partner, friend, parent, or stepping away from a job or abandoning an ambition, such as a career goal or a personal habit. Occasionally, it can also mean giving up our pursuits of what brings us joy or even reconsidering our own beliefs and values. The act of letting go can be either temporary or permanent. Today, let's focus on the process of letting go within a romantic relationship. And in future videos, I will be addressing the others. Have you had to let go of a loved one, or are you currently struggling to make that decision? Do you find that the signs had been there for a long time, whispering in moments of stress, fatigue, and doubt, but recognizing and acting on these signs is just so difficult? To let go with a balanced mind and clear thinking, and to avoid lingering feelings of bitterness, regret, and guilt, we must approach this decision with compassion and mindfulness. It's essential to take a step back, review all the evidence dispassionately, examine the situation from a distance to get a clearer perspective. This includes recognizing our own role and contributions to the situation. By acknowledging our part, we can ensure that our decision to let go is grounded in self-awareness, responsibility, and empowerment. So let's discuss the 5 signs that indicate you may wish to start reflecting and reconsidering your relationship. I will explain the 5 signs using the example of Sophia and Mike. They had been together for 18 months. They met in college. They bonded over late night study lessons, music, and the first few months were so blissful. They shared dreams of spending a lifetime together. But as the months passed, the excitement faded. Arguments became more frequent and the small annoyances turned into major grievances. Sophia noticed that Mike was lying to her. He constantly told her he was busy, criticized her, and she was struggling to trust him. She was also feeling constantly resentful of him and saying things normally she wouldn't. So firstly, she needed to recognize the emotional signs. Sophia noticed she was constantly stressed. She felt irritable, anxious, and frustrated rather than happy. The laughter Sophia and Mike once shared was replaced by tense silence or biting remarks. Her emotional exhaustion was evident as she often cried herself to sleep. She felt utterly drained. She felt she was losing her confidence in all aspects of life. Secondly, the behavioral signs. Sophia began to avoid Mike. She made excuses to stay late at work and filled her weekends with activities that kept her out of the house. Procrastination became her coping mechanism. She delayed conversations that needed to happen and sidestepped decisions about their future. Self-care also took a backseat in her life, and she barely recognized herself in the mirror anymore. Third is physical signs. Physically, Sophia felt the toll of her emotional turmoil. She was constantly tired. Her energy levels were decreasing. She had been experiencing headaches almost on a daily basis, and her shoulders felt perpetually tense from carrying the weight of these unresolved issues and the conflict in her head. Fourth is the cognitive signs. Sophia's mind had become a battlefield of constant doubts and overthinking. She questioned the viability of their relationship, replaying arguments in her head and second-guessing her actions. She was struggling to feel clear in her decision. She felt lost with a fog of confusion. What should I do next? And number 5, the relational signs. The lack of support from Mike had started to feel very obvious. He looked absorbed in his own world, leaving Sophia feeling isolated and alone, even when he was right beside her. Communication had broken down. Disrespectful comments were now the norm, and boundaries were regularly crossed, leaving Sophia feeling vulnerable and undervalued. One evening, after another unresolved argument, Sophia sat on the couch staring at the photo albums of happier times. She realized that those moments were now just memories. She was clinging on to them, and clinging on was preventing her from moving forward. She was almost waiting for something that was not going to come back. She needed to make a decision, but it wasn't coming easy. It felt so daunting. Making the decision to let go is not easy for anyone, and it should not be made lightly. One, as I said, should make a dispassionate decision based on all the evidence available, and I will discuss this in detail in a future video, so please put your notifications on so you don't miss this important information in the future. So here are 4 reasons when you should consider letting go. First is breach of trust. Trust is the foundation of any healthy relationship. When trust is broken through dishonesty, betrayal, or broken promises, it undermines the very basis of the relationship. Holding on to a relationship where trust has been repeatedly breached can lead to constant doubt, insecurity, and emotional turmoil. When one does not let go in a timely way, the lack of trust can also affect future relationships because we view all future relationships with the same lens. Second is manipulation and control. Manipulative behavior in relationships can be subtle or overt, but the impact is always damaging. Manipulation can involve emotional blackmail, gaslighting, controlling behaviors, and they undermine autonomy and self-worth. Letting go of a relationship where manipulation is present is essential for reclaiming independence and mental health. Third is abuse. Now, whether it is emotional, physical, sexual, or psychological, this is a clear and urgent reason to let go of a relationship. Abuse erodes self-esteem, creates fear, and can have long-lasting impacts on physical and mental health. No one deserves to be in an abusive situation, and leaving is the only option for safety and healing. Number 4 is false promises and lack of respect. False promises create a cycle of hope and disappointment. When someone repeatedly makes promises they don't keep, it shows a lack of respect and reliability. This pattern can lead to frustration, disillusionment, and a sense of being undervalued. Letting go allows you to seek out more honest and reliable relationships. Number 5, drifting off. Many couples naturally and gradually grow apart in their relationships, losing the emotional connection that once bonded them. This lack of connection can lead to feelings of being trapped and eventually foster resentment. Releasing situations that no longer benefit us creates space for personal growth and self-discovery. It provides the opportunity to explore new paths, acquire new skills, and uncover parts of ourselves that were previously hidden. Embracing change paves the way for a more fulfilling and enriched life. And number 6, emotional and mental well-being. When you find yourself in a situation where you consistently feel stress, anxiety, and emotional turmoil, it will take its toll on your mental health. Holding on to something that brings you more pain than joy can lead to chronic stress, depression, and emotional exhaustion. Letting go allows you to regain emotional balance. It finds you peace and creates space for positive experiences and relationships in the future that will nurture your well-being. So if you find yourself at such a crossroad, I would like you to do this exercise today. Start journaling. Which of the signs you have just seen in the video do you identify? What reasons do you note in your life? Put a comment in the comment box. If you have enjoyed today's video, please subscribe to my channel. The more subscribers I have, the more YouTube allows me to make more creative videos. Like it, share it, tell it to all the people you know. Thank you for watching.